When you think about sports cars that have stood the test of time, few names come with as much weight and history as the Porsche 911. For over 6 decades, it's been the symbol of German engineering precision, a car that defines the very essence of performance and luxury blended into one. Now, in 2026, the legend continues with the latest iteration of the Porsche 911, a car that manages to stay true to its iconic heritage while embracing the future in subtle yet powerful ways. The 2026 Porsche 911 is not a complete revolution, and that's entirely by design. Porsche has never been a company to chase trends or overdo change for the sake of headlines. Instead, it refines, it perfects. And what we get in this model year is a car that builds on everything the 911 has done well, with just enough evolution to keep it feeling fresh, relevant, and razor-sharp. At first glance, the silhouette is unmistakable. The sloping roofline, the pronounced rear haunches, the wide stance, all of it says 911 in the most confident way possible. But Porsche hasn't left the body untouched. Subtle aerodynamic tweaks make the 2026 model a bit more efficient, and if you're really paying attention, you'll notice updated LED matrix headlights, a new front bumper design, and a reworked rear diffuser that not only adds visual drama but also improves downforce at high speeds. What's under the hood, though, is where the real magic lies. Porsche offers the 2026 911 in multiple trims, ranging from the ever-popular Carrera models to the razor-sharp turbo variants and the track-focused GT3. The entry-level 911 Carrera now features a slightly revised twin-turbocharged flat-six engine, producing around 405 horsepower, which is a modest increase from the previous model. But it's not about raw numbers. It's about how that power is delivered. The 911 remains one of the most balanced, responsive, and engaging sports cars on the road, with telepathic steering, an impeccably tuned suspension, and a chassis that dances through corners like a precision instrument. For those craving more adrenaline, the Turbo and Turbo S models push past the 600 horsepower mark, making them among the fastest accelerating cars on the planet. But even then, Porsche resists the urge to just throw horsepower at the problem. The 911's magic has always been in its usability. You can take it to the track on Sunday, then drive it to work on Monday without a second thought. That everyday usability remains intact, with a ride that's compliant enough for long drives yet firm and communicative enough to make every on-ramp feel like a start line. A big part of that versatility comes from Porsche's obsession with refinement. The 2026 model sees an even more sophisticated adaptive suspension system that adjusts in real time, responding to road conditions and driving style. Whether you're carving through mountain roads or stuck in city traffic, the car adapts effortlessly. The all-wheel drive system, optional on most models and standard on the turbo variants, adds another layer of confidence, especially in less than perfect weather conditions. Inside, the 2026 911 gets a tech update that brings it fully into the modern digital era, but in a way that still feels driver-focused. The traditional analog tachometer is finally gone, a change that may ruffle the feathers of purists, say, replaced by a fully digital curved display. But Porsche, being Porsche, allows customization, so you can replicate that classic 5-gauge layout if you prefer the old-school look. It's a nod to tradition without ignoring the future. The infotainment system is quicker, more intuitive, and now features enhanced smartphone integration, over-the-air updates, and expanded voice controls. The interior materials are top-tier, as you'd expect. Leather, brushed aluminium, and carbon fiber are everywhere, depending on your spec. But it's the seating position and visibility that remind you this is a true driver's car. You sit low, snug, and in complete control. One of the more controversial additions for 2026 is the mild hybrid system available in some trims. While it's not a full plug-in hybrid, the 48-volt setup adds a touch of electric assistance during acceleration and helps with efficiency. The system is seamless, and in typical Porsche fashion, it doesn't take away from the driving experience. Instead, it enhances it subtly, offering a bit more torque off the line and smoothing out the start-stop function in traffic. Porsche has also made strides in sustainability with the 2026 911. The company has expanded its use of recyclable materials inside the cabin and has committed to more environmentally friendly manufacturing processes. Even the optional leather-free interior feels premium, offering a nod to eco-conscious buyers without sacrificing quality or comfort. Sound has always been a huge part of the 911's personality, and the 2026 model continues that tradition. Whether you're in a Carrera or a GT3, the exhaust note is glorious as symphony of mechanical aggression that rises and falls with every throttle input. And if you opt for the Sport Chrono package, you get adjustable driving modes that tweak everything from throttle response to exhaust tone, transforming the car's character at the push of a button. Of course, no 911 would be complete without a GT3 variant. While Porsche hasn't yet unveiled the full GT3 RS for 2026, the standard GT3 remains a marvel of engineering. Naturally aspirated, rear-wheel drive, and with a 6-speed manual transmission available, it's a love letter to purists. With over 500 horsepower screaming from a high-revving flat 6, it delivers a visceral, analog driving experience that's becoming increasingly rare in today's digital age. On a twisty road or a racetrack, there are few cars on Earth that feel this alive. What's most remarkable about the 2026 Porsche 911, though, is how it continues to walk the tightrope between tradition and innovation. It still feels like a 911 in the ways that matter most: the way it handles, the way it sounds, the way it makes you feel behind the wheel. And yet, it's also a car that's ready for the demands of a changing world, with smarter tech, better efficiency, and more thoughtful design choices. Pricing remains in typical Porsche territory, not cheap, but reflective of what you're getting. The base Carrera starts just above the $120,000 mark, while the Turbo S and GT3 models can climb well past $200,000 with options. But here's the thing, very few cars, at any price point, can deliver this level of performance, prestige, and everyday usability in one package. It's what's always made the 911 special, and the 2026 model is no exception. In the end, the 2026 Porsche 911 isn't just a car, it's an experience. It's a masterclass in how to evolve without losing identity. It proves that even in an era of electric revolutions and digital everything, there's still room for a car that connects you to the road, to the moment, and to a legacy that spans generations. Whether you're a long-time 911 enthusiast or a newcomer to the badge, this latest model offers something truly extraordinary. And that, more than anything else, is why the legend of the 911 continues to thrive.